Oh. Hey guys, sorry, I didn't even realize the camera was on. It was like taking forever, so I'm sitting here like messing with my hair. Anyways, I've had a few of you guys ask questions about what were some names that we had for our girls before we decided on the names that we actually gave them. So I thought I'd do that video really quick for you guys. So with Zoe, once we found out she was a girl, it's kind of boring. Her name was always Zoe. It was never really going to be anything different. For a while, we were kind of juggling with the name maybe Delaney. We really loved the name Delaney, and we were going to name her Delaney. But, you know, it really never for sure steered away from Zoe. Since my husband and I were dating, we always said our first little girl, her name is going to be Zoe. The end, period, forever and ever and ever. That's the way it's going to be. So, needless to say, we named her Zoe. However, her middle name was not always Aurora. Her name was going to be Zoe Victoria Killen. Until probably 4 days before I had her, her name was Zoe Victoria Killen. In fact, when our whole family like bought us like Christmas ornaments, like our first Christmas ornament, and little like an embroidered Halloween costume, and it all said Zoe Victoria on all of that stuff. And then 4 days before, I was like, you know, Victoria, okay, Zoe means something to my husband and I. Like, that's a name we both love. That's a name we've talked about since we were dating. Like, I get why we chose that name, but Victoria, like, it just sounds good. It doesn't mean anything. So I started thinking back to my childhood, and my favorite name when I was little was always Aurora, and I swore when I was a little kid that if I ever had a little girl, I was going to name her Aurora, and my husband wouldn't let that be her first name, so I made it her middle name at the very last possible second. And with Piper, oh gosh, Piper had so many names. We could not decide. We had Tabitha for a while. We loved the name Tabitha. And then we switched it to Fiona, and we loved Fiona. And then the name Fiona reminded me of Shrek. So I couldn't name her Fiona because I would think of Shrek every time I said my kid's name. And then we also loved the name Lorelai. Oh, I love that name so much. But I am the biggest Gilmore Girls fan ever. I've seen every episode. I know every line in every episode because I'm a loser like that. And I couldn't name her Lorelai because if I named her Lorelai, I was going to think of Gilmore Girls every time I said her name. And we also like the name Constance. That was also in the running. My husband did not like the name Constance at all. I love that name. I think it's really pretty. But he thought it was too long and weird, and he thought she'd have problems spelling it when she started school, which is probably true. And then we had Brianna, and her name was Brianna for probably my 6th and 7th month of pregnancy. And then we decided on the for sure 100% her name was going to be Clara, and that was the name we had for her. Her name was going to be Clara. That was what it was. And you guys didn't know about all of these name changes because we went back and forth a lot, and I had just announced the one name. But anyways, her name was going to be Clara. And okay, baby, I'll be up in a minute. Wait 1 second, okay? What? Okay, you can bring your ponies down. Sorry, my daughter's taking a bath, and she's letting me know that she's done. Anyways, her name was going to be Clara. We didn't have a middle name. It was just going to be Clara. And then eventually we decided on, obviously, Piper Page. Piper, because my husband and I love the name Piper. We were kind of scared to say Piper. I don't know. Because it's a different name. Not everyone likes that name. But once we thought about not caring what other people thought and caring about what we thought, Piper was the perfect name for our little girl. So Piper Page is what it became. Oh, and Anastasia was also considered. And my husband swears if we ever have another girl, her name is Anastasia, period. That's the way it has to be. So, I don't know. We were thinking of Anastasia because we could call her Anna. And then it would be, my name is Catherine, and I go by Kat most of the time, so it's K-A-T. My husband's name is Asa, which is spelled A-S-A. Zoe is Z-O-E, and then Anna would have been A-N-A. So we would have all had three-letter names, which my husband thought would have been really awesome. So, oh well, whatever. It didn't work out that way. But I gotta go get my kid out of the bath. So I'll talk to you guys later. If you guys have any more video suggestions, leave them below. And I'll talk to you guys later.